What up, world? This is Scale Auto Customizer coming to you from the Big Easy Garage with another update on my 72 GTO. Um, I've been doing some work on it since the last update. Got a lot accomplished. Not as much as I'd like to have, but I still got a lot accomplished. As you can see, haven't really started on the motor yet, and that's because I had to putty the seam on the bottom. The seam was so horrible and bad. I think it might have been a little bit warped, and I didn't realize it at first, but I had to putty the seam just to make it look a little bit better, and I got that just about finished with the sanding now, so hopefully by tomorrow I'll be able to start painting and assembling the engine. That's really what's holding me back the most. Once I get that started and going, this thing's gonna be in the final stages. I've been working on the body a lot. If y'all remember from my last update, they had the sink marks in the trunk from the mold process where it just looked like big dips in it. I had to putty those. The side marker lights on each side. There's two marker lights on each side. I got rid of those, and most of the time when you're doing stuff like that with putty, you have to do it more than once. You have to come back and apply a second coat, sometimes a third coat. I got lucky and got away with two coats on this one, but I mean, it came out great. You can't even tell they weren't that they were ever there. So I'm happy about that. I was really looking at it, and I wanted to give it a more of a. I'm trying to get not necessarily a pro touring look because I don't want it to sit that low, but like a retro modern hot rod type car. You know what I mean? After I dechromed the rear bumper, I test fit it to the back of the car, and I mean it stuck out a good eighth of an inch on each side of the rear, and I really didn't like that. I wanted it to a lot of like I watch overhauling. And a lot of times they'll tuck the bumper in real close, bring it in real close to give it a more sleek look. So I wanted to do that. What I did was I split the bumper down the middle, the rear bumper. Took about 3/16 of an inch off the width, from side to side the width. Glued it back together. I closed in the license plate box, and I puttied. I still got some sanding to do. There's still putty all over this thing, but I think it came out really good, man. It just, the way it fits the side of the car is like really awesome, man. It just gives it a much more mean look, and it's a subtle detail to where, it'll be to where if I didn't tell anybody that I did it, you really wouldn't know. But like I said, man, it's little things like that. That's what I want to do with this build. I want it to be just like a real sleek, like just clean, badass car. That's really what I'm going for. Like you would take it to Chip Foods, except it won't be two-tone. Everything he does is two-tone. But that's just really what I'm looking for. Just something sleek, nice, mean. Just pretty much what every car guy wants. You know what I'm saying? Just subtle touches that really customize a car. That being said, I'm finished with the interior. As y'all know, this car is going to be murdered out, all black. So I went with the triple black on the interior. A little bit of chrome accent. You can see right there on the side of the seats. I did the little bare metal foil, and on the, see if I can get the light over here for you. On all the little door handles, I did chrome. Got the dashboard. See if I can get in here a little bit for you. And of course it's gonna blur, so hold on 1 second. Magic. Boom. I got the dashboards all detail painted. I did like a silver on the front to give it an aluminum type look with the white gauges, and did all the numbers red. Right there I added a little TV, a little in-dash TV, just to give it a something a little more custom and modern. not sure how well you're going to be able to see this, but I really like that shifter. It's like a two-prong shifter. I forget what they call them. I can't even think of it right now. But I stole that out of a die cast. You can see in the bottom on the floors, I did the flocking. I also did the flocking on the back dash with a set of old school 6x9 grills, you know, just to keep with the whole retro modern thing, you know what I mean? I really, I mean, even though it's simple, I like the way this interior came out. You know, I love these seats, how they have the headrest, you know, like the style of headrest on these seats. I really thought about raising them up a little bit. I just didn't. If I ever do another one of these kits, I'm gonna raise them up a little bit. Just I love the way that the headrests are made on this kit. What else? The steering wheel, I stole out of a die cast as well. Nice little steering wheel. Got a chrome. Can't really see it, but let's see. Got a chrome steering column. You know, I mean, the interior came out nice. It was what I was going for. I wanted to keep it simple. A few little, you know, accents just to make it pop. But other than that, I want everything straight black on this car. As far as the suspension, I haven't really done nothing with it. Well, I would have more progress, but I ran out of primer. So the body would actually probably be painted. I ran out of primer, and I went and picked some up yesterday. Got 4 cans of it, so it should last me for a while. So I'll get to got one more little bit more left of the body to wet sand, and come back with like 2 more coats of primer before I start laying the paint. And I kind of want to paint everything at the same time. You know, the front suspension, the rear suspension. Which the rear suspension tomorrow, I'm actually going to make my 3-link for this thing. Excuse me. I'm gonna do a 3-link. I'm gonna do 2-link with a wishbone link in the middle. You know, just to kind of make it pop a little bit. I did my best imitation of redneck 7381. I had some TVs that came with, you know, some flip downs. I'm not going to use these. I thought about it, but I'm not going to. But had some flip downs, and also the end dash that's in the interior, and the gauge pod. I you know, casted with silly putty and 5-minute epoxy, and you know, made copies of all of them, so I don't have to, you know, use the ones I have and buy one every single time. The pillar pod, this is a gauge pillar pod. Still needs to be painted, but I'm gonna do all that when I do the car, you know, do the body. Really, man, that's I guess about it. I've been working. I'm, you know, motivated. I'm having fun with this build. I really am having fun with this build. As for the 64 back here, excuse my workstation. Y'all know when I work, I'm, you know, quite messy with my station, so just forgive that. But the 64, ordering the paint for it, I decided I'm going to strip the whole thing. I'm ordering the paint for it Friday, so hopefully it'll be here by, you know, sometime next week, so I can get back to work on that. Hopefully by the time the paint gets here, I'll have this GTO done. Because I want to finish the 64 by September, because there's another model show coming up in September, and I want to go out with at least 2 cars. I'll bring the GTO and the 64 and go represent for my car club, man. You know, the Flying Tigers, the IPMS Flying Tigers Scale Model Club, right here based out of New Orleans. Anyway, the video is way too long, so I'm going to end it like this. Scale Auto Customizer signing out from the Big Easy Garage. Till next time, keep on building, man.